There's another person that's waiting to come in and see the property. So I'm gonna sneak in here real quick. I might have to do this in a couple of little segments. As you come in the front door, here's the living room area, fireplace. You can see, let me see if I can make it focus back there. Back there's the pool. I can see the water fountain. As I spin around here, right here at the front door, this is where they have a dining room. I can see directly into a bedroom right back there, and then the kitchen's behind this wall. If I step forward, let's see, we've got a half bath and then a hall down there. So there's the front door. I'm gonna head this way first. And so here's the dining room right at the front. And not a huge table, not room for a monstrous table, that's for sure. And this is what I call master. We go from having tile to having carpet. They've got another carpet laid down on the carpet. This is a nice king size bed, really good size room, lots of space in here. You see they've got a chair and there's a lot of room. I'd say an additional 20 plus feet here. Coming into the master bathroom, we've got the double sinks, the gentleman's height countertop. The closet is tiled, so once again we're back here and we've got travertine here and a different tile here in the closet. They've put a area rug in the closet. They've got a dresser in the closet, but you can see they've got just racks. There's no shelves in here. As I back up and we look at the shower here in the corner, it needs a little bit of work. Let's see if it'll let me zoom in. Yeah, so you can see there's just some hard water damage and stuff. So there's definitely a little bit of work that needs to be done around the shower. The shower currently does not have a door on it. This is open. And so you can see that right here, there's the remnants of a door, so that needs to be replaced. As I look up here, again, I am not a home inspector. This is just some of the stuff I can see. It needs to be scraped and caulked around the top up there. It's just not a very clean job and it looks like it's pulled away before. It's got a great big tub. And then we have a, let's see, this is just the toilet room. They need to touch up some paint there. And then this, let's see, it goes out to the backyard and the pool. So from the pool area, you can access this bathroom. Looks like the wood here, it could probably just use some oil, but it definitely is, it's got a lot of water that's been sat on it and just hasn't been dried up off of it. So coming back from, this is the master. I'm stepping out, there's the front door right there, and there's somebody about to walk in. So I'm gonna hit pause. Okay, so I'm out here on the patio. We've got some lighting up here in the ceiling. I don't see ceiling fan pre-wires or anything. They do have a remote. That's probably a remote for, whoops, that was a bigger stuff than I thought. That's a remote for the pool, the light and the filters. They have the pool fenced. There's somebody doing some work near here. You can hear that beeping right now. We do have pool safety requirements, so they've got the pool fenced. And then along the base of the fencing, they also have some smaller fencing. That's critter fencing, just to keep little critters from coming in and out. They don't have anything here around the pool equipment, so it's just right here. Just right there. This is their grill. They've got a big smoker. And then this is not a gas fire pit, but it is just a wood fire pit. So we've got a little step right here. And then 2 steps down, there's a big shelf, and then there's another step. So not a 4-inch, but probably more like a 12-inch sitting area to be in the water and stay cool. There's one, whoops, sorry about that, just slipped out of my hands. There's one gate right here. There's another gate right here that I'm gonna see if it's unlocked. And it is. And then around this pool area, this is a dry arroyo. This cannot be touched. Like the last house, this is significantly deeper, but you can see how the water has done its magic in making the water flow, which is why that other house, I really didn't think that a pool could be put into it. They do have this little walking bridge that goes along, and then there's I think there's a drain under the road area there as well that crosses through. Now this property goes all the way back quite a ways. Since it's 1.3 acres, all of this land is part of the property. I don't know if there are any rights to use it or do anything. I do know that this area has close to a 1 acre minimum, so I don't think you could build anything as far as a house that you could then sell. But this land right out through this area is part of the property, and like I said, I'm not sure about its allowable usage, but it is going to stay desert so that you end up with some private land around. Looking around, we've got a house that they're doing a lot of construction right over here. They've got a fencing around it to keep people in, keep people out. I don't know what this is on this house. And I'll show it to you when we drive out. This is 67th, and this is the way the agent said to come in. And that's a wooden horse barricade keeping people out of this property, and I don't know if that means it's gone into foreclosure or something like that, or what, but that I'll show you. I'll show you that. And then it is a housing neighborhood, and I'll go around to the front and show you that as well. Okay, I'm back inside. This is the master. I'm reorienting you in case this video gets separated. And here next to the master is the laundry room, washer dryer, enough space that you could put some hanging racks or something else. There's no plumbing there for a sink. This is his workout room with a sliding glass door and such. You can see out here on the side of the house. That's a couple that was just looking at the property. So this is an exercise room. He's got it set up like an addition to the garage. Probably because originally the design was for it to be a 3-car garage, and he wanted the workout space instead. Garage is really set up for only 1 car. You can see that this cabinet kind of comes over the edge of the garage door, and so you'd have to take those out to get a second car in. And like most garages, when it rains, the water comes in at the base, and there's some damage to this cabinet in here. There's a lot of windows. And not so much that he uses it for a car, but that he uses it for other things. This is a loop for a water softener. So that means that you could put a water softener in, because our water is super hard, and that the house is plumbed for that. And what that means is that all the water, your toilets, your shower, the hot water heater, will all be soft, with the exception of cold water at the kitchen sink, so that you don't put salt in your dietary consumption as you use it, and then you have something to water your plants. Now that does have air conditioner ducts, but I think it must be on a different section, or he can control it, because there was no air conditioning in there. It was quite hot in comparison to the house. And since the house is going to be being shown over this weekend, I'm sure they decided to leave it on. So as I come in here, I want to just take a look to see, yep, whoops, that was the key to the house. Need to find that and pick that back up. Excuse me. And those are just shelves. Those are just shelves. We do have drawers. So we've got some pullouts. Let's see, not there. Pullouts in here. So the lower part of the pantry has pullouts. You've got a handful of drawers. You've got a pullout here under the stove. Let me get that closed. And then this bell tower, which I don't know what else to call it. The stone facade around the refrigerator space has a light up there and a little window letting the light through. And then same thing over here. You can see there's a little light and a little window space. So I just call it a bell tower. All of these are just plumbing access. So they're not fully nailed into place and closed off. I've just been outside, so I'm going to skip that. Here's the fireplace. It sits really high, in my opinion. Normally our fireplace mantle sits 6 to 8, 10, 12 inches off the floor. And there's a little niche there. He's got his stereo equipment. Somebody else who likes a lot of music. Let's see, we're coming back here. I haven't been back here, so this will be fun to see. This is a guest room, ceiling fan, high ceilings. Over here, we've got a couple of trees planted just outside. There is a house right over there. This is another gate to the back of the pool. So 12 by 12, 11 by 11, something like that for this room. Not super big. And then here we've got, we've got another bathroom. Again, I'm not a home inspector, but I can see in that corner that there's been some water damage. There's a crack. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that. Let me see. See that crack in the edge of the surround on the tub? That would need to be fixed. There's a nice linen closet in here. As we continue, this room they've done flooring, but you can see there's this is a little cray. That's carpet, because they didn't take the carpeting out of the closet and change and do the slide on the sliding glass door. They left carpet in the closet, so there's carpets peeking out from there. This is about the same size room as the last one. It has 2 windows. This one's looking out over to the driveway of the other house, and this, it looks out to what would be, on the map at least, the front yard of this house. And let's see what else there is. We got the garage, we got the laundry room. Here we go. Well, let's get this. So this is, let me reorient. There's the front door, that's the dining room. The living room's right behind me. Here's a half bath. I got a fan in it because it's an interior room. And this room is an office setup that does have a closet, so it's considered one of the bedrooms. It's to the front of the house, right on the other side of the front door. So this window looks out to the front entry area. And he's got it set up as an office. And it's right off of the living room area. Nice vaulted ceiling. Oh, we even have some work up here. He put some wiring in, didn't put a stone back in over there. So this house needs, honestly, it needs a fair amount of TLC and work. It's been lived in a little bit roughly. It hasn't been maintained to the same level that the last house was. So if you know that you're going to be putting some work in, then that might be okay. But if you're not willing to do that, then this probably isn't the right house for you. So you can see the fountain there on the pool. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna do a little drive as I leave and let you see a little bit of the outside too. Here I am out front. Let's do wide angle. So there's one neighbor. They share that same driveway up 67th. There's a house that's doing some work on it. Let me zoom in so you can see they've got some big equipment and they're moving some stuff around, and they've got it fenced up with cattle guard fence. And bring it back out to a nice wide angle. There's a lot of Palo Verde trees here, some nice cactus. They've got some bunny fencing around some of them so that the bunnies don't eat at the bark too much. And then let's go get in, and this is 67th. It drives this way that I walked past in the outside look at the property. You can see there's that little walking bridge. Here's the workout room that was set up. So let me back that back out again. And so you can also get to the property by coming in on Whitcomb or whatever the actual name of the street is. So let's go do a little drive. I would say that the way that the listing agent said to access the property was to do it by 67th, and you definitely want a little bit of a high clearance vehicle because the roads are not kept super smooth. So I drive a little slow down them because I don't have a high clearance vehicle. So then here's the house from the front. And just to see, there's somebody that's doing some work. And so these roads are all dirt roads coming in here. Here's the neighbor's house. They're doing some work on a car in their garage. Beautiful saguaro, absolutely gorgeous. And this is one lane. The other way down 67th is a little wider. And so here you can see, here's 66. So all of these roads are kind of they're one vehicle roads. You can see we've got some power lines here, some big ones. And since I don't know which ones go through, which ones don't, let's just go for it. We're gonna turn around and come back and go the way I came, so you can get a feel for what's in the area. Okay, so this is actually a little smoother than the other way, I think. At least that portion is. And it gets a little wider up through here. But give me just a second. I'm gotta put my seatbelt on, or else it's gonna continue to complain. Whew, there we go. Took care of that issue. And so then here's this is 67th and the house. See, there's that high clearance that's needed. So there's the house. And as we go by, here's the water flow, and there's a little walk across bridge. There might be issues with that little bit of road, I'm thinking, at some point. And then this is what I meant by the house that it's got these barricades up. I'm not really sure why. They've got some private property signs, but they've got it blocked so that even their driveway is blocked. And I don't know what that means. Couldn't tell you. I can tell you that this bump a little bit bigger. There we go. And so this widens out a little bit. This is actually Barwick. So if you look at the map, you see Barwick. It's not that much of a bigger road. It's just another little dirt road. So that's the area.